Welcome back. Update number 15. I'll kind of show you what I've been up to the last couple weeks, working on the town of Grange. Got a little more scenery done, and I've been working on the courthouse for the town of Grange. And that's this one right here. I see we have one of our locomotives, its cars getting ready to pull through LaGrange there. Courthouse, a DPM building, and well designed, easy to put together. I will say, to do any detail work to this, very, very tedious. I think if I had my way, I would buy the completed unit. I saw one on eBay. I'm kind of thinking the amount of time I'm going to put in on this is going to take me quite a while. But then again, what's the fun of buying a pre-built one? So kind of do it up the way you want it and do whatever. So we've been working. This is taken a couple hours here to just do the this work right in here. So slow and steady on that. So I'm also kind of at the stage now of where I want to, just planning. What do I want to do? Where do I want to put my roads to get some of the industry I have? So let me show you where I'm at and a couple of comments here that I've got. Okay, been working on the scenery here. We were only up to about these rock area here. I've kind of hollowed this out just a little bit, made it look like a kind of a dry pond. I may put just a touch bit of water resin in this area here, probably a light brownish tinge to it. We completed on down into this dry riverbed that actually comes off of this area up here, kind of make it look like that. So we've got this down and into this area. Now I'm working with well, the concrete plant goes in here and working with the surrounding area, deciding exactly where I want the roads and how I want that to go into town, maybe what other couple little pieces of industry I can get in here. I also heard in another video that I was watching, and somebody, he had actually mentioned that he was kind of redoing his layout because less is a lot of time more, or better. And I'm under the same thing. I just don't like to crowd everything together, make it too overwhelming. So we've been working with putting the street area in this area here, or I may bring it on down, swing the street out here, put maybe another piece of industry in here. Like to put a little bit of housing in here, courthouse, something here. Anyway, we'll get this worked out. And where's the road going to go out to? The transfer station out there. So kind of been working on this end. As far as the town of LaGrange, I've got the sidewalk piece basically cut, and I'd like to have gone one shade lighter of gray, but that didn't quite come out. So anyway, this is my concrete sidewalk. Say I got the software in to do the windows, and of course with my luck my printer decides it does not want to print one color, and I've tried everything to get it working again, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to remedy that so I can get some window treatments in here, and look at how I may try to get a little bit of lighting up in there. Getting ready to lay the blacktop from the sidewalk on over to the rail here. And I don't really want to put the plaster of Paris all over everything and then try to scrape it out. I see it done, I'm just not quite sure I want to do it that way. I actually went and got some 3/32 C-channel, and I'm going to hold that in place over the track. So as I spread the plaster of Paris, it'll clean up, one, it'll clean up a little bit easier. Two, this piece of channel, that tie is not quite that, is about half the size of the inside of that channel, so I've got a little bit of movement. If I hold that to the outside, once I remove that, after the plaster of Paris sets up, once I remove that, hopefully it will leave me a small gap there, and then I can lay a piece of basswood in there, wood color, so it will look like the, it looks like maybe they have like a 6x6 or 8x8 piece of wood alongside these tracks downtown, inside and out, and then down the center. I'm looking at using another piece of basswood and painting it the blacktop color, so to kind of give me that to go down the street. So we'll give this a try and see what. Okay, finally got the plaster of Paris laid in here. It gave me a small groove. The groove isn't quite large enough. I'm going to have to go in and enlarge that just slightly right down here to be able to insert a piece of wood. But that's coming along well. Put a lot of time in on the courthouse. Just have to start working on the lighting and the material to go on top of the roof. I think I'm going to build that up just a little bit. Maybe put a brick wall around the outside here with a grassy area and that. So just trying to figure out where I want to put everything before I start mounting things down permanently. So that's where we're at. Oh, and so I did get my basswood. It's 1/8 inch by 1/4 inch, I believe. Oh no, 1/16 by something. Anyway, that I'm going to lay down the center to and make that road color, and then this piece will go up here, and I'll lay the plaster of Paris back in here again. So, alrighty, I think that's going to be enough for this time, and we'll wrap it up with a. Okay, that's going to kind of bring this one to a close. I did want to comment on the previous update. Somebody had asked about the relay board and what using it. I mainly looked at it. I work with Arduino quite a bit, and that would be Raspberry. If you wanted to had a program to turn things on and off with, it's a very good way. I needed also something with multiple relays to be able to do the controlling of the polarity of the frog, and controlling the LEDs at my control panel. So many uses. A lot of times you can get away with just a single relay, or just a switch itself will do the job for you. But I just thought that was an interesting relay board. I think I'm going to probably go to maybe just kind of showing an update of what I get done once a month. I've kind of run out of things to do, and we'll just kind of show you the progress. Anyway, it's been great. Hopefully we'll see you next time for update 16, and everybody have a great day.